Hello, I am Prometheus, and today we will be discussing a particularly stupid video from the Edinburgh Creation Group. Pseudoscience, huh? Well, that's a pretty strong accusation. Okay, well, let's see if you're right. On this I quite agree. Turning one 8-bit number into another 8-bit number is not evolution. It's actually more similar to mutation than evolution itself. Lara Croft, as you can see here, is composed of a great many pixels. That's a nice collection of pixels. Anyway, the point is, this is a straw man argument, demanding that his sim create Lara Croft from a single 8-bit number would be like saying the entirety of the human body can be mapped out in 100 or so nucleotides. My scale is likely a bit off, but you get the picture. Now, what is it about straw men and reiteration? What we have here is a failure to understand the simulation. CDK-007 sim only took black and white into account because it's easier to program. With a little work and time, his sim could be modified to include other colors. Of course, the code for each pixel would be longer too, allowing for adaptation for these colors. False dichotomy. By changing a random part of Windows, you might change something redundant, or you might even change something for the better. The blue screen of death is, in evolutionary terms, death, and it happens. Creatures with unfavorable mutations die. That is natural selection. That was a stunningly bad analogy. Yes, if you started out with a whole bunch of wolves and used natural selection, you could, theoretically, given enough time, produce dogs. Now this is not to say that dogs came from wolves, they share a common ancestor. I simply say that using natural selection, you ought to be able to produce the various breeds of dog, or something like them, from wolves. With 2 dogs and 100 years, though, you would produce labs, but they would likely be unhealthy from many generations of inbreeding. Now let's put the conditions of the second thought experiment on the first. Starting with 2 wolves over 100 years, you would likely get more wolves, probably unhealthy from the constant inbreeding. 100 years and 2 animals just isn't enough for natural selection to run its course. Ah, the famed question that stumped the Dawkins. Well, adding information is just mutation, and benevolent information is simply natural selection sifting bad information from the good. We're considering nucleotides here, information apparently. You know, me and my Google foo took about 10 seconds to find observed instances of beneficial mutation. CDK007, you have been an inspiration. Please keep up the good work, and to everyone, above all else, think about it.
I'm so happy, oh, lucky me. I just go my way, living every day. I don't worry, worrying don't agree. Things that bother you never bother me. Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine, ha-ha. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Having got a lot, I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Just take it from me, I'm just as free as any daughter. I do what I like, just what I like, and how I love it. I'm right here to stay when I'm old and grey. I'll be right in my prime, living in the sunlight, loving it.